So again, their bullshit starting to misroute me again, even more than I was. They removed it from sale up here. Sometimes they do that. I buy something, and whoever it is in the Walmart chain says, "Fuck that guy," remove the product. Goes in the system and removes it. So again, I should have went to Gibsonia. Make a long story short. And again, they want me to travel around going, "You notice he's traveling around, right? That means he's looking for victims." They're sickos. They spread their legs to get somewhere in life just so they can do this to people. Right? I know the game. They knew it since they were little kids. Having sex with the other little boys, getting their little favors. It'll make me gay. It makes me a realist. You get an FBI, they have sex with the bosses. The bosses can't even control because I'll run and tell somebody. I guess that New Mexico or Texas, a congressman was having sex with that woman that immolated herself, whatever that is. She couldn't deal with it. She actually had a $1 million thing in front of her. Should have sued him. He may have had her killed. I don't know. People smile at you all day, have sex with you, and have you killed. Most people in the deep state don't see people as having value. I got to try to get some files to this lady that I saw today. She's a nice lady. I wish I'd have seen her in 2013. I probably wouldn't have had the trouble I had getting my disability forward. Yeah, that's the other idea that they owe me millions anyway. Should be a millionaire, not even worrying about it. And I don't even know if I'm going to find it in Gibsonia. It told me to actually go buy it after the gas station. But again, it's not that you're not listening. It's this other thing is louder. The thing that misroutes you. So you think that that's the right thing. So it's anti-intuition is what basically some people would call it. I don't even know if they have it down there. So sure that's coming from. Yeah, me saying this kind of stuff. If an agent hears it, it can keep them alive for an assassination. They know what it is at that point. Not attacking women, just trying to turn it into that. attacking women in the government that are corrupt. There's a big clique of that. And they blackmailed men, extorted men, into letting them do whatever they wanted, whatever their narcissistic mind dreamt up. And I was one of their victims. I'm sorry. That's really what went on in the government. No problem, man. But their power came from those women. Right. And of course, who was running it? The Russians and the Chinese. One of their scams. You didn't mark that turn well enough. I wouldn't have that big window in the back of my house if I was at that turn. They missed that road going to that house. That'll be it. I could pull hard right when they realize they're too drunk to drive. I know your window's not directly in line with it. You gotta put them into that back window. All right, looks like Watch Children's coming on. Feel the children there. Now, I passed several Watch Children signs today. Didn't see any of it. No, I just saw some. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong road. Also, Pennsylvania's the big split level home. I mean, they have other homes, but they have tons of split level homes. That's a turkey. That's really weird. I just saw this video with the turkey. So, this guy's got a domesticated turkey. And the wild turkeys started harassing him. So they mounted up a hunting posse. And they killed his 3 turkeys. Killed 3 wild turkeys. Laid them out in front of the house. And the which way am I supposed to go? I ain't not that way. Does this way lead anywhere? Doesn't say no. Well, oh, okay. I'm gonna go this way. It's like a power station or something. Water or something. So I'll heal it. Maybe some infrastructure attacks coming up. So they lay the 3 turkeys out in front of the house and let them out. Like, there they are. And he walks up and he does his turkey strut. Oh, wait, this is the. Up you go. This is the other spot. Like one of the salt barns. That got me going the wrong way. Oh, there's Butler's Township building. This the building, or that's can't be. It's just a building. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look up my GPS pretty soon. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Have I ever been here before? No, I don't know what to do. A 2-way street, isn't it? It's pretty small. Actually, you know what? I'm getting up out of this road. It's kind of weird. No, he was letting me go, but I'm gonna go out this way real quick, see what happens down here. Watch this road. Oh, it just shows in the parking lot. What is this? I mean, I've seen it from the highway. Some sort of industrial area. Cliffs or something. I gotta get up on that highway over there. I was going in the right direction, I guess. But I gotta get up. Figure out how to get up there. Not an exit. Wow. Turn around. I go back over. Actually went the right way. I just gotta figure out how to get up there. Looks like this way. John Baptist Byzantine, John 3rd. And Almond Dora. Actually ends up where I didn't want to be, to tell you the truth. I wanted to go the other way. I'm on White House, I guess. Right. Or Whitestown, that's it. I wanted to actually circumvent this and hit it lower down. At least I got some. Yeah, it could be an infrastructure hit coming up. And they could be reacting to the Department of War. They were like, speaking of our infrastructure and manufacturing. So manufacturing and instruction and manufacturing infrastructure. Hackers. Looks like hackers. So they're like that. It's demoralization, Right. So he says, something positive, and then they come back to try to hit it. You know what? That guy, that general, whoever it was they were interviewing in Iran, sounds like he's like a Democrat, doesn't he? Does the same thing they say. He says it about America, but they say it about Trump. Actually, they do say it about America. I should have moved in with the Amish people. They'd have got me married. I was thinking about it. I was like, how would I make headway in the Amish community? I was healing them. It's like when I learned how to heal. So I drove through their community. I know they don't like play electric stuff, but I do. So I had my big speaker out the back of my vehicle, and I was playing "My Eyes Have Seen the Coming." My eyes have seen the coming of the Lord. I played. I was at what's that guy's name? I was actually using his music before Trump was. What's that guy's name? Lee Greenwood. I don't know. I ended up at the cliffs. I don't know what that means as far as dislocation. But I see it as an infrastructure attack, maybe manufacturing infrastructure attack again, somehow hackers. Again, that's cyber and NSA. And it could be they're just looking around. No, what I'm wanting is an imitation turkey cheese sandwich. But they took my stuff out of circulation. I bought it heavily for a few times, and that was it. It was gone. That's funny. The new Hummers have a kind of a mix between the FJ Cruiser and the Hummer. Look. At least I got that thing returned. Yeah, I'd spit on a tenant mental if I ever received one. Stomp on it right in front of the person that gives it to me. Of course, I can't get one because I'm honest. Just be up front and spread your legs. You'll get a tenant mental sometime. Remember that you, Renfrew? You out there, Renfrew? Where that Renfrew go? Renfrewian. Run with the spirit and see what it says when you're done, and then maybe there's something to heal. As it warms up, I gotta get in that tear into that storage unit and start throwing stuff away. Look for everything I have that I can't find. We have a little bit up and down weather, but nothing prolonged. As soon as it hits March, that's it. Well, there's another place where the deep state works. So if they got some victims, like if they're running an operation in an area, they'll get them to mess with the weather so the person can't, because again, where's truth? There's no truth left. Right? And I know weather, is up and down, but they'll do it. Also, if you try to schedule something, like they know you're starting to go out and do stuff, don't mess up the weather forecast. Now, I can't tell you whether the person just receives it or the whole community receives it. They just be hacking the person's forecast. But again, like, oh, it's never going to get warm. It's hard. We're stuck inside. And then you look at their forecast, it's depressing. And then it changes all of a sudden. Right. Oh, this is that February's the suicide month. They try their damnedest in February. When you pay me, then you'll be off the hook. Again, I'm not saying everybody. It's up to Hashem. Any peripheral people that happen to be. It's not extortion. You extorted me my whole life. You extorted my life away. Not only through me, through other people. You extorted other people so they wouldn't do anything for me or be with me. So I'm not here to play some stupid fucking game where you try to project it like the Nazis do. Right? They know the projection game. It's Satan. So anybody that's done projection in their life, you use Satan's power. That's where they say the other person's guilty of what they're guilty of, and it works. But it's still Satan's power. I mean, it's so simple. Just let me walk off in life and have a normal life. It was so simple. Bunch of fucking idiots. The vehicle behind me was willing me to speed. So I pulled over in the other lane, and then he flew past me. But he wasn't like up on me. He was just willing me to go fast so he wouldn't be the first person. I probably don't want to go down there this time of day. I didn't think of it. Right. Block me from my sandwich. Everybody's leaving whenever this, I guess the school over here let out or something. As far as the teachers and stuff. I protested everything they were doing, almost every part along the way. You know, once I left the government, but they played their game, man, got their money, laughed about it. Yeah, they're in hell, man. If they died already, they're not going to get out of it. I told them not to do it. Couldn't let me find some little woman have a quiet life, could you? The planet will be destroyed. God always wins, even when you all believe he's losing or believe you're God. No, you're church. You're not God. You better learn that quick. You know, there are people before me that warned you. So I don't have to go through. I warned you also. But people nicely spoke about the church being corrupt, about the church not really doing what it's supposed to do. Even people like Mike W. Smith had some things to say. He didn't know enough of the truth to get the full word out. Again, he had enough for a time period, but once we hit a certain time period with the deep state, there was no way. Not manly enough. Maybe he want to lose his money. I don't know. Why traffic don't look too bad. Right. What they're doing, the psychological operation that they're engaged in against ICE can cause ICE officers to write a report that appears false. It can also cause a shooting out of turn. That's what it's designed to do, no matter what they say they're doing. So again, you got to bring your spy experts in to explain what they're doing, or somebody, if you don't want to call it spy. Well, because remember, it's happening day after day after day. It isn't like, oh, so something happened to you that day. That's a deep state scam. It's been 30 years of torture, at least in my life. What's this nice? Pull out from a bar, I know. I understand why you pulled out in front of me. You should have left before you had the last one. Now he's going. Now he's one of those guys. Cows. Well, he turned off, but he drives like 20 miles an hour under the speed limit. Or you want Paul Murphy drive slow. He just turned off and his pedals down the street. No, I can't clear Ross Township. I know a couple of cops were doing it. So I don't know. Like today, I didn't get a chance to get down there to reassess. Now, remember my minute, it says if the whole entire rest of the planet's wrong and you're right, you're still right. So don't tell me, well, what does that tell you if we're all doing it? You're anti-ICE. That's what it tells me. Which means you're pro-narco, pro-sex man, pro-fraudster. You have to add some fraudsters in there now. They were caught hanging out with the government in Minnesota, the deep state government. They're caught doing it. It. They may not have it here either. If they don't have it here, then I know they're targeting me. I don't know. Nobody decides to buy everything I eat. Especially not in German land over here. German schnitzel, Polish kielbasa land. Oompa oompa. I had a chance to divorce my wife. I should have divorced my wife while I was still in Philadelphia. It'd be okay. I was just a faithful husband, and I shouldn't have been. She wasn't a faithful wife, that's for sure. I should have just ended it. And so I'm at the academy. She had sex with. She had what do they call it? An affair with the next door neighbor. I didn't know then. Later it came out, but there was a young lady there. I should have. Yeah, it was one of those women in life. I probably should have. Nah, she would have been. I'm sure she'd have been nice. She's just an average white girl, but she looked good. I mean, I was married, so. Somebody I grew up with, she was a friend of his nephew's wife. Once I grew up with him, I knew him when I was growing up. Yeah, just too good of a person. Like you don't want good deed goes unpunished. I swear somebody used that in my life. It cursed me. Mary 8169. Rahal. I don't know if that's anybody. Has to do with anybody. I'm just gonna pull over here. That's the best way to do it, I guess. Run here and see if I can get this. Pop, 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 pop.